it's Lindsay from My Crafty Plans. Welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, welcome. Today I am going to be sharing my weekly planning routine. So I'm really excited to share this with you. This is how I set up all of my functional planners for the week ahead. I have shared something similar to this before. I shared my Friday planning routine, which is when I work on my Moxie Life, my weekly overview spread, and my weekend spreads in my Erin Condren Daily Duo. We're going to be doing all of that today. Plus, I'm going to throw in the Monday elements of that planning routine as well. On Mondays, I typically work on my meal planning, a little bit of content planning, and a couple of other things so that we can get our weekly dashboard spread all finished up for the week. I'm really excited to share this whole process with you. You all really seem to enjoy my Friday planning routine video, so hopefully you enjoy this one as well. We're gonna get started in my Moxie Life in just a second. I did just wanna mention, I do have my Agendio, which is my weekly functional planner and my monthly functional planner. It's open over here. I'm actually not gonna be doing my weekly overview spread in there this week. I've been mixing things up a lot lately since I started my Daily Duo, but even more recently as I test out new planners and new types of spreads for next year. And going along with that theme, I actually have this brand new dashboard notepad from Ink and Volt that I'm really excited to give a try. I just got this. It was actually gifted to me by Ink and Volt, so thank you so much to them. And I absolutely love the look of this, and I can't wait to try this out. So I'm going to be using this as well as the blank page in my Daily Duo as a weekly overview spread for the week. So we will be setting both of those up together, as well as planning some daily pages in my Daily Duo. But before we do any of that, we have to start with my Moxie Life. So this is my Moxie Life Quarterly Companion Notebook. This is the one I am using for Q4, so I just started this one for this month. It's my last one of this year. I'm really excited. I will definitely be using the Moxie Life system again next year, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be using the companion notebooks, but I guess you never know. Anyway, this one is the Good Things Are Coming. Speaking of Moxie Life, I am on the review crew for this year, so stay tuned because super soon, actually potentially even my next video after this will be my review crew order, and I cannot wait to share that with you. So I'm really excited to share all of the new awesome things that Moxie Life has going on. I do have a October goals video in here as well if you'd like to check that out. We're going to be breaking down my October goals for the week ahead, which is week 41 for the year. So we're gonna jump in with that. I am gonna start by setting up my reflections using this stencil from Amazon. I think this is like my best easy, no thought process involved stencil setup for my reflections page. And I really like the way that it looks, but it's just like perfect. You just lay down the stencil once and that's it. And it works really well. And I'm very happy with that. I'm using the 1.0 tip gel pen. This is a Zebra Cerasic clip. It is my favorite gel pen, and this is the 1.0. I typically write in the 0.5, but for like the stencils, I sometimes like the look of the bolder line. So that is what we are using here. So that is my setup. I'm just gonna write reflections really big at the top here. And then we will have this, I'll just write like some headers on the side, and then that will be all we kind of have to do for the reflections. I don't do any reflections now, obviously. I do them at the end of the week and sometimes midweek too. I like to have a midweek check-in with my goals. So we've got wins, working, not working, lessons, and next week. Same setup that I did last week, and then basically I just write it down. I do like to have a midweek check-in with my goals, and then also do most of this on Friday or right before I set up my weekly actions for the following week. And then I do, like I said, like to just pop in a little bit of color coding. Everything I do in here uses the Moxie Life color coding. It just helps my brain sort all of the things into the categories. So my methodology for setting the weekly action items is to start with a category where it's like really easy to decide what you're going to be working on. And for this week, that is going to be physical environment because we have a appointment and I have like a task that I need to do. We have a chimney inspection, which I called and made an appointment for last week, which was on my list, and they were able to come this week. So we will be having fire soon. I'm very excited. And then I need to call for some like HVAC work quotes. So I have like a whole list that my husband put together and I need to call and get some quotes done. So that is what I have on my to-do list that was written like both on my things for next week, and then also I have a similar section usually in my dashboard, which I have open now, my weekly dashboard spread. So, you know, I like to keep track of things like that. I also have a thing on my phone to jot it down if I don't have a planner handy nearby. Always important to keep track of everything. Okay, so then that is what's going on for that. I'm just seeing what else I can do. This is actually already, well, I guess the cleanup isn't done, but I did what I need to do for that, so I won't check that off yet. It's booked, it's just not done yet. Okay, my husband said he thought I was wrong about the car, so I'll follow up with him again on that just in case. And then I will also, that's it for that category. Again, none of these things except the HVAC quotes are going to be that time consuming, and I'm going to try and keep it kind of essentials and light this week because I have a lot going on with the kids this week, and actually my two little ones don't have preschool on Monday and Tuesday, and I have the most Monday you've ever seen. There's just so much going on. So a lot of it's fun though, but there's just a lot going on Monday, so I don't want to just try and bite off more than I can chew this week because I think that I'm going to be really burnt out by the time Wednesday rolls around, and I'm going to want to have some chill time, some content time, all of that good stuff. So anyway, on finances, I am probably going to need to send invoices this week. And then I am still continuing my low spend. And then that is it for invoices. I'm not going to do, sometimes I do like a theme word for the week, but I don't think I'm going to do that this week. I don't really feel like it right now. Okay, I'm gonna swing up to health and wellness, and I'm supposed to be focusing on exercise, but I am gonna give it a break because really just do not feel like it. I am not in a good space with exercise right now. So I'm just gonna let it slide for this week at least, and then we can revisit that next week. Okay, I do need to do some tracking, and then I need to call the flu clinic for the third time. I'm trying to get like my kids into the doctor's office flu clinic to get their flu shots, but they're only opening up like half an hour increments of time at a time, and we have like activities in the morning, so I keep like having to call again to see if there's later slots open. So we will see if I can manage that, but I think that's gonna be it for this week. Still gonna do all of my other regular routines and everything, but I don't put them in my weekly action items every week. So that's it for that. And then I'm gonna go swing down to work because I feel like that's another easy one. So just two things for work. One, to finish up and publish the piece that I've been working on. If you don't know, I work freelance and I do a lot of writing in a specific industry for an industry like blog and website. It's nothing related to planning or anything like that. And I am working on a piece now that should be up next week, early next week. And then I would like to line up my next piece after I finish one. That's been really helpful for keeping work steady. But I also just want to keep in mind that my two little ones have a lot of days off from school over the next couple of weeks. There's a lot of school closure days, so I don't want to overcommit myself on either work or content just because we don't have a ton of childcare over the next couple of weeks just with the different Jewish holidays and school closure days. My big kid will be in school, but the little ones have a bunch of days off, so we got to work around that. Okay, then on to, I'm gonna go up to fun, and honestly, I'm pretty sure our weekend next weekend is fairly booked up, but I'll just like say check and make weekend plans, which has been one of my big goals for the whole year, is like having activities every weekend. And then the other one that I want to do is we're gonna try and eat outside as much as we can this week. Last days before it gets too cold, and we actually have our whole patio really decorated. Well, not right this now as I'm filming this video, but as this week starts, because we are getting our fall deco, our sukkah decorations up tomorrow. So we will be working on that, and we're gonna try and eat outside a bunch of times this next week. But that is pretty much it for the fun category. And then I am gonna go over to spiritual and personal growth. Actually, you know what? I want to put one more thing in for the health. It could really either go in both, but I just really want to emphasize that bedtime as one of my routines. I'm just not feeling like my 100% most energetic self, and I'm trying to focus more on not staying up too late and not getting sucked into a book or social media at night, all that stuff. So anyway, that is what I'm going to be working on there. And then, okay, so on this week I have a PTO. I put that here because it's like a volunteering thing. I don't know if that's the best place for it, but I do have that. I've got like a PTO meeting, and there may be some follow-ups from that. And then we actually have a school potluck, which I'm also going to put on here. So to do that, and then I'm also just gonna like give myself the circle ones I'm doing habits, and the squares ones are like more tangential. You can check this off. I'm just gonna say like just try and it starts to, when the kids are off school a lot, I definitely, it starts to get to me a little bit after a while when we're so off our schedule. So just trying to create some kid-free rest time, but also just enjoy the kiddo time too. And speaking of which, we're gonna go down here. Actually, I guess in one more thing in fun, I'm just gonna say like activities for the days off. Okay, and then we have been working on some stuff in this. So the biggest thing is like screen-free, phone-free family time, as we're calling it. Okay, so then we're gonna say, then we've got like some kiddo stuff. So we've got reading practice, and then piano practice, and I think that's it. So then the last one is personal, and I'm gonna say, okay, one which we're gonna do hopefully a little bit on this video together is like work on what I'm doing for content tracking. And then the last thing here, is I want to work on a memory spread. I don't know when that's going to happen, but hopefully I can do a memory spread. I've just been keeping that on my action items for every week, and then I'll just put in, this category, it holds like all of my social media stuff, but it also has like other stuff as well. It's just kind of how it's worked out for this year. I'm gonna evaluate whether that's where I wanna keep my channels or if I wanna move that to kind of work or something else. It's still a hobby at this point, but it's like crowding this area, which does have other things that are like more life oriented. So I don't know, I've just been kind of like creating a mental dashed line between the two, but just, you know, all. I keep, and actually speaking of which, I keep a list of like all of the routines. These are all of the things that I've been working on all year, pretty much building to them, adding to them. I created this in my goals page, and with the intention of kind of doing this for the week, not like every single day, but saying when I do my weekly action items, I would check in for the last week using my habit tracker from the previous week to kind of fill this out. And I will, I guess, do that since I'm on video holding myself accountable to it. I don't really feel like doing it, which I knew was gonna happen. As soon as I set it up, I was like, I'm not gonna like this, but we're gonna give it a try. This is very, very crowded, and I sometimes do like outline the edges or whatever, but I don't think I want to do that because it already looks super crowded with how much is in there, and I wrote pretty neat this week as well. Maybe I will just give myself a focus area for each week for this week. And I have this stencil and the other one that I was using that looks similar to this are from Christian Design. This one specifically is the collab stencil with Kitty K Plans, who I adore, and I love this stencil so much. Focus for physical will be a basement. I'm going to skip that one because I don't know what I want to say. This one is volunteering. So we're going to call this content when you can. Let's say get out. Doesn't have to be serious. Sometimes we can be a little bit jokey about things. And I like my handwriting this week, which is always a nice feeling. I'm trying to see what the dates here are. So this is week 41. So that is my Moxie Life, my weekly actions all set up for the week. I guess I'm going to grab all of my dot markers right now and try and do that little dotting action. All right, well, some of that was a guesstimate, and I also just can't even explain how much I dislike doing that. So I don't know that I'm ever going to do that again. I'm certainly never going to set it up like this again, but I also don't know that I'm going to do that any more times this month. That is just not fun, not helpful. So we're gonna move on from that. Anyway, here are my weekly action items on last time. Okay, so it's actually Sunday morning now. I did my Moxie Life yesterday, but I never actually set up my planner for Saturday, which is pretty unusual for me. I haven't really missed any days in here, even if I do something super, super minimal, but I just didn't get to it yesterday. It's Sunday super early in the morning right now, and we have a really busy day. So I actually just want to take a minute and plan for Sunday. I'm not going to back plan Saturday. I may just stick in like a couple of things on the schedule, but I'm not going to like create to-dos and check them off or anything like that. I don't really see a point in doing that, but like I said, we have a lot going on today. So I do want to just very quickly set up for the day. We've been going with this super minimal aesthetic all this week, and I've been really liking it. I have a couple of pens now that match this color. I've got the Aloster one, the new Erin Condren one, and then actually the Zebra Mild Liner also matches this pretty well. So I've been like kind of alternating, trying to figure out which one is the exact best match. Honestly, none of them are, but they're all fairly close enough. So that was the Erin Condren one. So I have a collab memory plan with me that went up this day. By the time you see this video, it's going up in a couple hours by now, so I'm really excited about that. And the big thing that we want to do today is get our decorations up. If you don't know, Sukkot is a Jewish harvest holiday, and you're supposed to eat outside a lot in this structure called a sukkah, which is essentially, it's like a decorated tent. And our backyard has a covered patio that we can very easily turn into a sukkah. It's not like a super, super major holiday or anything, but it's a really fun one, and the kids really like decorating. And growing up, we had like a friend that had one, and we always went to a sukkah decorating party, and I always just thought it was like the most fun thing. So I was like, when I'm older and I have a house, I want a sukkah house. So we have one now. So I was up super early with the kids because they were up really early, and I have not made the bed yet. I actually like went downstairs in my glasses, which I almost never do. Everything is a mess right now. It's also really cold, so we'll see how this eating outside thing goes. Okay, then we've got like a carpool drop for my big kid, and then soccer. And then also I'm gonna get some groceries, which I think my husband said he was gonna do after soccer. And then when she wakes up, we can like really decorate. I don't want her to miss everything, but we can start without her. Also would love to get in a little bit of piano and reading practice today, but I don't want to wait till too late. Oh, actually, I just totally forgot. the main reason that I wanted to set up to right now instead of waiting until later is that I have like work stuff that I need to take care of today. Anyway, we'll decorate when the baby wakes up. Okay, so we've got that, and then we're gonna have, and then after the kids go to bed, I am gonna need to wrap up some work stuff. Planning, I'll probably do the weekly overview then. So I'm gonna add in a little bit of color to this. And my favorite way to highlight is with this KDK thing. So with this stencil, which is the KDK collab. Okay, then on to the to-do list. And then, my reminder is going to be that there is actually no school for my little ones tomorrow or Tuesday. So it's a very modified lunch prep that we'll need. Just mark in some social media stuff over here because I have my collab today. The video is already uploaded. I got a reel and a post, all kinds of fun stuff. And then just want to make sure I share Anna's stuff, who it's Anna Jolene Authors, who I collabed with today. Okay, so that is a super busy Sunday if I have ever seen one, but we got a lot going on, like I said, so I'm just gonna quickly just write in a couple of things while they're fresh in my mind that we did yesterday. So last night I had a girls' night, and it was so fun. I went to a friend of mine who just like moved to she lives in the city, but it was really, really fun, and that's awesome. So I wanna make sure I mark that in. And then we went to the Children's Museum this morning. And then we went out to lunch, and my dad actually came with us. The baby took a really bad nap. I did a little bit of work, a little bit of planner stuff, and the kids went to the meat store with my husband. And then my mother-in-law was over. So that's all I'm really gonna do. I mean, I woke up and did all my usual stuff. I'm not gonna give myself check boxes or anything for that. And I'm not gonna make a to-do list. It's just nice to have the schedule in case I forget or didn't take enough memory notes. So I'll have it written down that I can go back to. So that's all I'm gonna do for Saturday. And that is my Sunday. I will be back later. We will get those weekly dashboards set up, and then I'm gonna plan for Monday as well. Okay, so now it is Sunday night, and we've had a really nice day, and I'm ready to finish setting up for the week. Again, I usually do like to have all of this stuff done on Friday, but I actually am gonna get ahead at this point because I'm gonna finish up my dashboard and set up for Monday, and then I'm also going to go ahead and do the Monday components of my planning routine, the meal planning and the content stuff, and I'm just gonna do that all together in one go. We can actually see how I like that. I usually like to chill out on Sunday nights, but I really wanna get this done because, as you will see in a minute, my two little ones have off school on Monday and Tuesday, so I don't wanna have any planner stuff lingering. I want to just be all set up for the week. So this is my new Ink and Volt dashboard. This is actually brand new. I haven't hauled it on this channel. I haven't shared all of the goodies that I've got from Ink and Volt right now. This notepad was actually gifted to me by Ink and Volt, so super thank you to them. Stay tuned. I'm gonna have a video showing all of the stuff that they sent me. I do have a planner from them that we can take a look at together, but I was just really excited to try this out. So I'm gonna be trying this out. It is called the Desk Pad Dashboard, and I actually think that this is one of their best-selling notepads, and they have it in like a spiral bound notepad and in this regular notepad one. So I have this regular notepad one. It says the week of weekly theme and highlights. This week will be blank because blank, and then it's got space for the days of the week running Monday through Sunday, which I love, focus areas, 3 top priorities, and then like a bunch of different split listing sections. Then there's a little dot grid thing over here, and then space for 3 habits. So we're gonna get this all filled out for the week, and I am going to be using this instead of my Agendio as just like a cool, simplified little weekly overview planning spread, and I'm really, really excited for that. So this is the week of October 10th. Okay, so then next it says this week will be, and I'm just gonna be honest, this week will be busy because there's a lot going on. Okay, so I actually think I'm gonna do my meals up in here, and I don't really think I'm gonna have room for anything else. So I like to have my meals for the week written down in my planner as well in my meal planning notepad. So we're gonna come back to that in just a minute after I do my meal planning. But I also have my Moxie Life over here because this is basically gonna function like a sidebar because that's what I need. I need this to be a sidebar because that is the part of the planner, the weekly planner, that's become the most important since I now use my Daily Duo. So I did a brainstorm so that I would be able to do this a little bit faster on camera, but I'm gonna make, I'll come back to the priorities after we list out some things that I do know of. So I'm gonna go across the top and go content, work, house/kid stuff, and then this is going to be reminders, and then below that will be follow-ups for next week. Will be next week. And then swinging back over here, this one is going to be follow-ups. And then there's space for 3 habits here, and I actually think that might be a little bit refreshing after trying to track so many different things next week to just actually do tracking on 3 habits. So the 3, I'm going to pick the 3 that are like the most important to me this week, and that is the bedtime at 10 p.m. And then that's my bedtime. The kids go to bed at like 7:30 in case you were wondering. And then my pending list/planner check-in. It can be really hard when the kids are off school, but I have so much stuff going on this week. I need to make sure that I prioritize just checking in with my planners because otherwise things are not going to get done. And then the last one is our big focus for the month, which is phone-free family time. I will tell you that I absolutely love how much space you have to write out your habit here, like the length of the line, because I have fairly big handwriting and I was able to fit all of that stuff in super, super nicely. Okay, so my biggest concern with this is like the weekly space is so small, but I love the split listing. And what I was thinking to do instead of trying to like cram a bunch of different weekly sensitive stuff up into the smaller spaces, just use that for meals. And I'm gonna use a dot marker to kind of like put a color code on the side, and I can put the day of the week that something is supposed to happen on if it is like a time sensitive thing. So that's my plan. I'm gonna transfer over my weekly action items from my Moxie Life, which you already saw me set up, into these categories, and it'll kind of expand from there as needed, and then we can dot it up. So I have one of my dot markers here in the pink color. This is from the Mild Smoky line. I feel like these have color names, but it doesn't, I don't think it says it on it. Oh, no, it does. It says Pale Rose. So this is Pale Rose. And I'm going to go through and just like dot where I have days of the week down on so that I can write down. And then I am also gonna I might just go through and dot all of these now. And as I add more, I will do it. But basically I wanna usually what I use my dashboard is like I fill out the to-do list and then I assign things to specific days. So this will help me with that. So I can assign things to specific days as we kind of move through the week here. So I'm gonna do it like that. And if it doesn't say anything, then it doesn't have a day assigned to it yet. So we will figure that out kind of as we go. And then obviously I will add to this list. Let me zoom you out. I will obviously add to this list throughout the week as more stuff comes up, but I'm really liking that. I think this is gonna be really fun. So for priorities, I'm gonna go with, first is gonna be activities for our days off. And that will mean like the 2 days off my kids have from school, but then also for the weekend as well. And then even though I didn't put it up in the priorities, it is a priority for the week, is to get the Halloween costume situation figured out. I'm gonna make like more self-care one. One of my goals for the week was to just like carve out some solo time. It can be really hard when the kids are out of school, even when it's just like 2 days, and then I feel like I end up having to just try and cram like all of my work and other things that I would do into the other 3 days of the week, so it can get a little bit intense, and I would like for that not to happen. So we're gonna go like that. And actually maybe I will add in a little pop of pink as well, just to make it a little special. Okay. And then, you know what, while we're going, there's not like a lot of color in here. I did actually pull out a mild liner too that kind of matches with this one, which is the pink one from some of the neutral lines. If you didn't know, there's 2 different packs of the Zebra Neutral mild liners, and one came with a pink and the other one came with like another brown, I think, or something, or whatever. But then I ended up just buying this pink one separately since I wanted to have them all. Also, it's just a really gorgeous color. So I have that as well if I want to highlight anything. Okay, so I just added in a little quote that says, yes, it's busy, but it's okay to relax too, and just put some hearts in because that's what I do when I have extra space. So I'm gonna put this off to the side for a second, and actually we can just work on my meal planning now, and then we'll grab it again to do that, to transfer my meal plan over. Okay, so right now I have a couple different things on my desk here. I'm gonna use my Erin Condren meal planning notepad for this week. I've also got another couple of Erin Condren notepads right here. This one I actually keep down in the kitchen, and my husband, in addition to doing the grocery shopping, also went to the meat store. We go to this butcher. It's called Wild Fork. It's a smallish chain. You might have one near you. If you do, I highly recommend it. It's amazing, and they have a ton of stuff. You can buy stuff in larger quantities, smaller quantities. Everything is frozen though, but it's really high quality meat, and it's not like crazy prices or anything. So we've been buying a lot of our meat there, and so we just restocked our deep freezer in the basement with tons of meat, as you can see, but it's kind of like disorganized. So I thought I would transfer this list over in a more organized fashion, like put all of the chicken things together, put all of the fish together, that kind of stuff. And then I will also make my meal plan for the week. And then I also just have a list of the vegetables and stuff that we need to make sure we use up from the fridge. This is the way I typically do meal planning. I have a video on how I do meal planning. I've also got a couple of reels if that interests you. But basically I'm just gonna transfer over my freezer list into a more organized list. Okay, so I just transferred that list over, and I just crossed things off as I went so that I would make sure not to duplicate anything. So again, this is the week of 10/10, 10/16, and the first thing that I'm just gonna do is we've got like a couple different things going on this week. So we have a school potluck, and we are bringing mac and cheese, which seemed like a good idea to bring to a children's school potluck, and they desperately needed some things that were not dessert. So doing that. Okay, so don't have to worry about that. On Thursdays, we usually have takeout after the kids have gone to bed, and then kids will get their meal. We don't have any plans this weekend, so I don't have anything to worry about there yet. I'm not gonna transfer the meat over. Obviously we have like a ton of meat, so when we only have a little bit, I will like write it out to help me figure out what we're gonna use. But you know, the sky is the limit this week. I am gonna write down what we have in the fridge and the freezer over here on the side. So in the fridge, well, we already used the kale tonight, but we've got Brussels. I thought I was gonna leave it saying grocery list, but I don't want to. So that's in the fridge. So then I'm just gonna leave a blank thing, and just in case I forgot anything. Mostly just writing down the veggies we have in the freezer, which are, a lot of them are like in shorthand code. Like I just know what it means when I say kid mix. It's the broccoli, cauliflower, carrot mix that my kids seem to really, really like. Cooked extremely mushy, which is what it is. On Tuesday, my mom is potentially coming over for dinner, but she hasn't decided yet. But just in case, I think we're gonna do skirt steak because she likes that, and also it's enough, like there would be enough for her to also eat it. And then we'll do I'm gonna come back to the grain there, but on Wednesday, we already told the kids we can have pasta, so we're gonna do. Okay. So that is our meal plan for the week. That is what I'm going with. These are gonna go back to the kitchen and go up on the fridge, but I'm gonna put it into this, copy over my meals into my dashboard first. All right, so that is my dashboard all set up. I have to tell you that I really like this so far, so we'll see how it works during the week, but I think this is a really great dashboard layout. So now I've got my Daily Duo out. You can see that I've already checked off a bunch of different stuff for Sunday. I've already done all of this stuff too. Okay, and then do is set this page up. Then I'm gonna go grab all of my content planning sticky notes and show you what's been going on with that, and then we will end up by planning for Monday. So I think I want to set this up, let me get my longer ruler. I want to set this up as also as a weekly dashboard, but this one is going to be a little bit more specific to like appointments, daily obligations thing, and then also content. So I'll do the day of the week on this side plus the kind of any appointments or whatever, and then like all of the social media stuff can go on this side. And I do actually have days of the week stickers, so I may use these over here. I don't remember if I showed these earlier, but I have this 2-page journaling kit from Sticker Guru that I'm gonna be using in my Daily Duo this week, along with some washi. So I need to split this up into its categories. Okay, so I just like counted this up, and I think it's like 3.5 basically will give you the days, but I'm gonna do 3 for the first one because that first line is like bigger. And then hopefully this works. So we will see. So it's like after that. Oh no, there's no way that, oh, since I did 2. Okay, so this would be 3. And then we're gonna go like 3.5. Yeah, that looks like kind of about the same-ish. And I'm gonna make the weekend ones a little bit smaller because it looks like that didn't quite work out exactly as even as I would have hoped, but that's fine. I don't need as much space on the weekends anyways. And I'm just gonna box it in just because I think it looks better that way. Unless you completely mess it up, so I'm gonna cover that with a towel. There you go, drop shadow fixes everything. And this section is going to kind of keep the stuff that I would usually have in the top section of my Agendio, like if I have any like appointments or meetings or anything like that. Oh, somehow I ended up with an extra box. That's fun. I will say these stickers are very repositionable, except for the Friday, which I destroyed. But we're gonna move this down, and then sometimes when I use this page, I feel like I forget to like actually look at it, and I'm hoping that I can do a better job of looking at it this week. So on Monday, we've got the no school. We've also got a PTO meeting, which the kids are coming with me to, which is unfortunate, and the school potluck. Then on Tuesday, got a chimney appointment, and my little ones have no school again. On Thursday is the cleaning people. I also have a note in my phone that says to cancel my free trial of Apple TV, so gotta look into that. Friday is nothing. Saturday, my big kid has a B-Day party. And then Sunday, we actually have a busy day. We've got soccer and the usual morning activities, and then there is like this fall fest in the afternoon that we can check out. Okay, so I think to make this pop a little, I'm gonna do some highlighting. I've got the like cream color and the pink, and I'm just gonna go like every other just so that it like they all stand out. Okay, so then on this side, no video on Monday because it actually went up on Sunday. That will have already been up by now at this point. And then on Wednesday, I have a YouTube video that is going to be a planner review. And then this video is going to go up on Friday. And then we shall see. I might have a video up on Sunday because the next week the Moxie Life like reveal date is on Tuesday, and I usually would be posting a video Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I'm gonna try and get a memory plan with me up by Sunday. I'm gonna put some stars next to that because that is a maybe thing. Okay, and then I'm gonna do a spot for my, oh, I guess this will be every day for an Instagram reel and post. And then not on Saturday, but on the days that I don't have a YouTube video, I usually upload a YouTube short. So I will do that with this circle. And I actually think my Monday one is already uploaded. I feel like I'm gonna need a key here. Okay. Then we're gonna do the TikTok stuff over on the side. So I'm gonna run all the TikTok stuff on this side, and then this will be YouTube / Instagram, and then we can just run, let's do a dotted line, let's be really fancy, and go all the way down. I'm gonna go and grab my Post-its for a second. So this is the hot mess of Post-its that I've been trying to use to track short form video content. And this is a weekly planning pad from Erin Condren. I just got this and I've just got stuff stuck all to it right now, which I'm gonna move over so you can kind of see what's going on here. Basically, this does have the days of the week. So I'm trying to put like the reel on the day that it goes. These are like ideas that I had. That's why they don't have any checkboxes on them. The rest of these are actually all things that I've already filmed. Some of this is set up for next week and some of it is just set up for last week. So I have to move these over. And like this is the reel that I posted today. So that's posted now, but I will, and then I kind of save them to see if I'm gonna post them to TikTok or YouTube as well. But I do like, don't do everything in the same place. So there's like stuff that's exclusive to Instagram, stuff that's exclusive to TikTok, stuff that's exclusive to YouTube. So it's just kind of like a hot mix going on here. So this is, this is from last week. And basically I just kind of move these around and try and figure out what's going on and repeatedly, and then I keep moving them around throughout the week. So this is what I'm working on in my goals for this month, is like a better system of tracking this, and eventually I want to migrate this like up on the wall into sort of like a Kanban board, but it's gonna have like a time component, like I'm moving things on. I was originally thinking a monthly, but I actually think a weekly works better for this. So I think I want to get like a weekly acrylic calendar and a monthly acrylic calendar and use that for this kind of system. But anyway, I'm just gonna mess around with these a little. Okay, so this video, this is a reel I filmed a while ago, but then I got kind of sidetracked with my computer breaking, and this video is going up on Wednesday, so I think that I should post this on Wednesday. So then I just kind of look at these and then also try and figure out, did I actually check them off when I posted them, and or because I don't want to post something twice by mistake, which I've definitely accidentally done before. And also, did I make any new reels even though I have like 30 things filmed on my phone right now? But I can't stop making them because I love them. Oh, so that's just what happens. So yeah, so I actually did already post that on TikTok, and I will get it up on Instagram. Okay, so then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post ones that are gonna be like things that I would like to post on TikTok potentially this week, are gonna go over in this category. Things that are potentially for Instagram are gonna go in this category, and then things that I'm thinking about for YouTube can go in this one, and then I will just stick this other stuff over on the desk next, on the countertop where this sits, next to my just like stick it onto the countertop. Up here is just like stuff. I'm not sure when I'm gonna post or if I'm going to post on a particular channel. Okay, so then these were just my ideas that I haven't filmed. This again is stuff that I have, and that way if anything goes wrong too, I always have backup stuff going on. Okay, so this is semi-organized now. These ones are a pile together as well. This is why I like the idea of doing this in acrylic. I move this around a lot throughout the week. That's just what happens. I did film a little bit. I filmed one thing today because I had a brilliant idea while stuff was going on. So this was like a kids craft thing. So I think that is that. So I'm going to put this back on the counter and stack these so I can see them a little bit more clearly on the counter, and then I can just move things out throughout the week. Oh, this is going to be a speed plan with me because I try to do like at least one daily speed plan with me as a reel throughout the week. So I don't know what day that'll be. And then I don't put the boxes in until I film it because that way I know it's not been filmed. So that is what's going on. And then once they're all checked off or checked off / crushed out, in like the case of some of them where I decide not to post them in certain places, then I can delete them off my phone. And that is how I keep track of that. Like I said, it's a work in progress. So if you have any cool tips or tricks or things that you think I should try, feel free to let me know. I am open to suggestions, but I am hopefully gonna get this set up on my wall at some point this month. But so stay tuned for that because I will share it for sure once I get that set up. But that is my content stuff for the week. So I can kind of write that in, at least write in the Instagram ones here. Okay, that is how my dashboard ended up there. We will see how I like this. So I just kind of filled in the Instagram piece. The TikTok stuff tends to be a lot more last minute, at least for now, just like kind of as I see. Plus I've been posting on TikTok a lot lately since my account is so new, and a lot of times I'll film like really quick things as they come up during the day for that. And I've just been having a lot of fun with it. It's definitely a totally different vibe than Instagram, but it is really, really fun. So that is what I'm going with here. We'll see how that works, having it all written out here, since I do tend to move it around during the week. I wasn't sure, but I did at least write the Instagram stuff in, so we'll see with the rest. And then the last thing I'm gonna do today is to set up for Monday, and then we're gonna wrap this up. This is gonna be a real long plan with me, but that is fine, hopefully, with you. And we're gonna get this going here because I'm losing steam and I would like to take a bath, so I am going to go ahead and try and finish this up. I'll just pair that with a nice little floral to cover up the fact that the washi doesn't run the whole way of the page there. And then what day is this? This is the 10th, so we can go like that. And then up at the top I do the weather. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna put is that I need to like make this potluck dish. Then I'm gonna go over to the sidebars. So still be up at the same time as usual and do all of our regular morning things. Then we only have one kiddo to take to school, and she takes the bus. There we go, bad stamp. So we've got the bus drop, and then we're not gonna have that much time, so it's just gonna be like a kind of play for a little at home, and then we've got the PTO meeting. Okay, then it's gonna be lunchtime. Then we're gonna have a baby nap, and I'm probably gonna have to have a little bit of TV time for the sun because I'm definitely gonna have some work that I have to do. And then anything else that I need to do I can put right there. And then again we're gonna have this, and then on Mondays we like to watch TV and we like to watch the dragon show. put relax at the bottom because, so you can see it's very busy. Oh, except, oh my gosh, I literally, were you screaming at the computer that I forgot about the potluck? So the potluck is at 6, so we are good with that, but I am gonna just add in some lines on that. Okay, so let's get a little bit of color in here. Like I said, I'm going super fast because I just am ready to go relax and maybe take a bath and watch some YouTube and chill out for a bit. So, I want to go fast. Just gonna kind of decorate this little section at the bottom just a little bit, just have a little fun. I got a lot of dashboards this week, so I think we'll be okay size-wise. So, other things that I need to do. Okay, so that is it for today. I am sure the rest of that to-do list will fill up, but that is everything. So that is everything for this video. You got to see a little bit of daily duo planning, a dashboard setup, a new dashboard notepad, and my Moxie Life weekly action items. I hope you enjoyed getting to see this slice of my planning routine. If you did, definitely let me know in the comments down below. If there's something you'd like to see again or on its own, let me know in the comments down below. Follow me on Instagram and on TikTok, and you can see way more in my planners and daily check-ins and all that kind of fun stuff. And don't forget to subscribe. Wish me luck on this very busy week, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.